Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Untitled Tarot. Now this is a reading for self-identified starseeds only. So if you don't identify as a starseed, then, well, you've been led here for some reason, but the reading's probably not for you. But I'm not doing them by origin because, let's face it, who amongst us has just one origin? But I'm going to do it by the one unique quality that you do have, and that's the star sign, the energy matrix of your birth chart that you chose to incarnate by. Now, it's a bulk introduction again, as always. There's a timestamp down below so that you can fast forward through all this waffle after you've seen it once, because you want to watch your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. And if you're in this sort of reading, I assume you're familiar with your birth chart, but if not, there's a link down below as well for that. Also, there's a link to the Facebook group for the channel, where I post not just my readings, but other people's readings, and more importantly, all the astrology videos that I watch. Well, most of the astrology videos that I watch. So you can, hey, learn along with me. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed so far. Please do subscribe. It really does help the channel. And also comment, because it's always really good to get your feedback and know that I'm not just sat here in my living room talking to a camera for no point whatsoever. But thank you for everyone who has given me feedback so far, and I am very grateful. And I'm very grateful that it appears that some of the readings have been useful. So anyway, it's a guidance reading. We will look at what energy you can be receiving, what energy you can be embodying, and a general guidance card with a good dollop helping of oracle cards to go with it. You can ask a question beforehand, but it's not really a spread that's designed for that. But try it, pause the video, think, isolate your question, concentrate it on a few moments, and see if the reading does give you some form of answer for it. But it's not really that sort of reading, so I'm not going to guarantee it. It's a lot more abstract than that, because everything that these cards will turn up is something that you can encounter individually in your own ways in your lives. Anyway, enough waffle from me. Let me bring up the cards. Starseed Taurus, it doesn't look so much as something new is coming in for you this period, because we're halfway through the month as it is. It more looks like there is encouragement and energy to enable you to remain on the path. You've worked really, really hard. This Nine of Flames here is the Nine of Wands. So, to a point, it's the Wounded Warrior card, but it's also the card of nearly there. So, very nearly there. And you have two nines here. In fact, there's another 9 here. Card number 36. So, 3 nines. So, angel number 999, whatever that one means. But what I'm feeling is that you've worked so hard for something. Do not stray now. I mean, we start here with trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? But you are being supported, so what are you doing? Because I feel like you have to achieve wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups here. Second one of these readings I've done, second 9 of Cups to turn up. But to achieve the wish fulfillment, you have to stay within your own rules and be operating from a point of faith. But I do believe that as this energy is coming in of you're nearly there, there's a rebirth in it for you because of all the 9s. And also that you are building something magnificent. Look at the pyramid behind our Wounded Warrior here. But we also, this was clarified by the King of Swords. So there's an element of truth and clarity being revealed to you. Maybe something that you're deciding to make that extra effort towards the end. There's something that you'll be cutting out. But I tell you what I really felt from this King of Swords card like one of those soap opera moments. Somebody walking into the room from wherever, and somebody else going, by the way, John, this is your father, brother, whatever, you know, this is your da da da, you know, there's, and then everyone just looks and the camera freezes and in comes the cue music, theme music. So there may well be some form of revelation that is helping you remain on this path, that is helping you cover that last bit of distance. Because how you can embody this is, we have the Three of Crystals here, which Three of Pentacles. So gaining recognition, again, there's that wonderful trinity. You've got 999 all around this trinity card here, this Three of Crystals. And something is focusing in on you, enabling you to beam it back out again. And again, Page of Cups indicates some messages coming towards you. Some often say that messages of love, but I want to say an emotional message, a positive emotional message, if a little twinged. Yeah, you know, because it's almost like you find out that somebody has gone and done something and you're really pleased for them because they are happy, and a little bit disappointed because they've gone to do this thing. But they are leading you by example, and you can be leading them by example. I think there is quite a symbiotic relationship here with these cards, that they have seen what you're doing and gone, I'm going to do my version of that, whatever it is. And they might have finished a bit sooner or got there a bit sooner. So, like I say, there's that twinge to the message, but overall, it's a really, really positive message. But your work hasn't finished. We've got, from the Quantum Oracle, taking steps, from the Enchanted Map, commitment, proceeding softly. Now, nearly there, yes. No need to rush ahead, but proceeding softly with the Knight of Pentacles. You are going to see a benefit from the efforts that you have been putting in. I mean, the tagline on this Knight of Pentacles here, I deserve financial security. So you're going to see some benefit, obviously, with that wish fulfillment card. But the guidance is stick to what you know and feel is right. Stick to what you know and feel is the spiritual path. Now, it doesn't mean that it's doing a spiritual thing. You could be stacking boxes somewhere, but they are boxes that contain a product that you're happy about, rather than Roundup, you know, or some other equally nasty, toxic thing, or something that exploits people in sweatshops or something. You know, you're happy with what you're doing, and you should only do those things that you are happy with. Because I do think that you are going to be called to look to re-examine your reasons for why you're doing what you're doing. And to be honest, what I'm feeling is that you will look at your original reasons and go, yeah, they're okay. But as you look further, there's even more reasons for why you're doing what you're doing that you hadn't necessarily been aware of beforehand. And they, again, make you even more determined to carry on doing whatever it is that you are doing. We have, you are in some form of broadcasting role here. I don't mean broadcasting as in TV and radio, although maybe. I could mean in terms of light work, you know, what is it? Grid activation, I think. You know, when you're absorbing energies and beaming them into the planet and being a receptor for the planet and all that sort of thing. It could be that level. It could well be the level of giving somebody a dream and broadcasting, this is what I'm doing. Why don't you do your version of it, whatever that may be? Because you've already had that effect on somebody and they may have got there a bit before you. But remember, they haven't got to where you're going before you, because you're going to your place and they've gone to theirs. We have here Radha with Soul Flame. Oh yeah, that makes sense with what I was seeing with the Looking Deeper card. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship, harmony and healing. Now there's, as I say, that King of Swords, when it comes in, that moment of clarity, it is very da-da-da. But there is that relationship vibe here. You know, with the Page of Cups, love message, as over and above and aside from everything else I was saying. And that rather reinforces it. I hadn't noticed that to start off with. But it doesn't mean I'm changing what I meant initially. I drew 2 Making Magic spell cards from this. They're just like a nice little tiny deck of, you could like carry these around with you as talismans and concentrate on the symbol, meditation aid, spell aid, whatever. We have Dragonfly, you bring light to the world. There you go. The broadcasting element that I was on about. Whether it is energetic grid work and grid activation, or whatever the proper New Age term for that is. I think I've got it wrong, but you know what I mean. Anchoring down the light and helping empower Gaia and all of that. And the Triple Moon. Embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Now, as I said, with your guidance card is the guidance card, which actually equates to the Hierophant. So there is that element of ceremony, there's that element of tradition, but there's even more strongly that element of age-old wisdom and spirituality, of knowing how to feel, I think is the best way to, you know, when you concentrate on the path that you are on, that you feel good about it, that you feel it's the right thing because you've gone and delved into all of the reasons, sorry, let's do it, why you are doing it, and you've ended up coming up with more reasons than what you expected. But keep taking the steps, keep the commitment going. You are nearly there and a rebirth is coming, and enjoy your da-da-da moment, whatever that happens to be. So, like I say, take the spiritual path, whatever that means in your context, and there is wish fulfillment at the end of it for you. But it may even be that the wish fulfillment you will find is in the act of doing, not the act of having done. So if this means anything for you, Taurus, well, Starseed Taurus, please do comment down below. It's a lot more positive than the Mars transit reading, and certainly your monthly reading is. So there is, I think I could say there is light at the end of the tunnel here. Just keep sticking with what you was doing. So like I say, comment down below if it means anything to you. Click the like and subscribe buttons while you're passing, if you would please. Your next readings as all Taurians will be your new moon readings, which should be out later this week. All right, I'm really pleased for you with this. I am really, really pleased for you. And don't forget, if there is a love message, you've still got that commitment card here as well. So you can go Radha with the experience, relationship, harmony and healing, to the Page of Cups, that love message coming to you, to commitment, which is 2 hands grasping one another, to the wish fulfillment. So, hey ho, maybe it was a love reading after all. Cheers.